What's interesting is a lot of companies that we work with have, kind of changed their mind on remote where they're going back to in office and stuff. And one of the reasons they say it seems like you guys have maintained a really strong one as you've been remote and as you've scaled up to, 150 people. Is there something beyond what you just mentioned that helps you do that, helps you maintain that kind of strong culture and strong productivity within a remote like framework?
I think there are two things I want to mention here. One is like to build a world, to have like some mythology and art in that okay, that's one. Number two is to have values worth talking about, which means that they're based on timeless universal principles of the universe. Kind of okay, that the two parts that I don't think you will have heard a lot of people talk about, but I think that's really what makes it work. So to start with the first one, they kind of build a world. This is something I really learned from online games when I was a teenager, and there were these alliances, and I was so amazed often how they were able to create this sort of world. I remember there was one that kind of put on this sort of storyline of the kind of Roman Empire, right? Like it was like the Legion, that was the name of the alliance. And they put so much work into the artwork. Like they had like all these people. They were all clearly just doing it for fun, right?
Sure.
But it was just all the names and the way they formulated the projects. Like they really created this like world where it felt really real, even though it was a game and no one was, you know. And I just thought when I got into corporate world that like, gosh, you all suck at this. Like your world building is like 1 out of 10. It's like really poor. So in SafetyWing, we do. I still think we do it almost not wholeheartedly enough, but we certainly do it. Like if you go to our website, you see that there is this like whole bird community, and whenever someone joins, like we have like a full-time illustrator who draws them as a bird. They choose one and it's like them, but it's them as a bird. And this sort of just then goes through everything we do. And the birds, it's art, but they live in the world that we're trying to make. And I think that you can't neglect the art. You can't neglect the art in the world building, and it has to be kind of wholehearted and and kind of all in. So, and that just makes it more interesting, and it permeates the culture, right? Culture can then flow through symbols and stuff. Okay, so that's number one, build a world.